This segment is sponsored by Nevada Public Auction.
At one point, the public administrator and public guardian's offices were consolidated, and our ordinance reflected that fact. And then when they split, that was never clarified, or that was never, the references to ward were never taken out in regards to the public administrator. And so we caught that this go around and decided to remove that. The other point I wanted to bring up is that the statute is actually silent as to we are required. Actually, we are not required to, but we may pass an ordinance to conduct an audit, which is what's before you today. It's silent. The statute says that the county has to designate who's responsible for payment, but the public administrator is not by default the person who's responsible for it. So you can still put that responsibility on the public administrator's office if you choose to do so, but it's not mandated by the statute. But you do have to say who's responsible for it.
So that's stated in the motion, Tim? Mr. Sutton?
What was your question, Commissioner? Sorry.
Is that something that you wanted stated in the motion?
Well, your motion was to approve the ordinance as is, and as it is currently written, the public administrator's office would be responsible for the payment of that audit should the board choose to conduct one. But there were some comments made earlier that that's a requirement that the public administrator has to do it, and you've heard the concerns by the public administrator, and I just wanted to bring to your attention that it's not required that the public administrator has to do it, just that you have to set somebody.
Okay. My motion was to amend and adopt. Lorena, that a motion stated in that fashion, can you look at that language and make it more open to sharing the cost or to what Pam was going to do with talking to our auditor?
Well, I think the public administrator has the opportunity to come back and request
Help.
coverage for those expenses anyway, and that can be established during the budget
Okay.
if you want, without modifying the
motion.
ordinance.
Okay, will my motion work then for what you're trying to do? Okay, my motion stands.
My second will stand
Wait a minute.
unless,
And that is removing the statement or other suitable persons designated in 2.52.030B.
Yes.
The amendment, right? The only amendment.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
and my second still stands.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can we get a vote?
I don't know, can we?
I hope.
So,
All right,
okay.
up to you.
Really? Okay, I didn't know. It sounded like somebody else wanted.
Okay.
Well, it sounded like you wanted to do that. All right, we'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We got 5 again.
Yes, we did.